Hello guys, welcome to AR Tutorials. Today is day 5 of solving LeetCode questions daily. Guys, you might be wondering that why I haven't used the LeetCode question series today, because today is a very basic question and this question is very basic and it should require the most optimal answer instead to the interviewer. The interviewer would not entertain any other examples, any other algorithms which consumes a lot of times and lot of space complexity. If this question is asked, he only thinks that you should know the most optimal question. This question can be a do or die state for your interview too, because if you don't know the optimal solution for such basic answers, then the interviewer might feel that how could you solve their big questions rather. So finding second largest element is slightly tougher. First we'll discuss how to find the largest one. The largest one is find that you should consider the zeroth element as to be the largest one. You should compare further of the zeroth element, and if the any number exceeds the value of largest, just replace it with that, and until you reach to the index n minus 1, you will get the largest one. Now to find the second largest has some trickier part. I'll tell you the most optimal solution. The most optimal solution requires two pointers. The first pointer would be the first and second would be the second. Obviously I'll put the first pointer value as the a of 0. I'll consider a as my vector or my array, and my second pointer would be at minus 1, because I have no idea that what would be the second largest element, so temporarily I am just assigning it with some variables. Now I'll just clear. Now I'll take first and second. Now what I'll do, I'll assign it to the a of 0, and second I'll assign it as minus 1. So while traversing through the array, first what I'll do, 12th, so a of 0 is my 12th number, so I'll give here 12. So when I'm at 12, my second index would be minus 1 also. So when I traverse it further, assume it I am on a for loop. So when I go to 35th, now this number exceeds the first one, so what I'll do, I'll replace it with 35, and what I'll do now, whatever the value was at first, I'll make it here. This is the basic rule, that whenever someone overcomes first, the person who was at first will automatically resides to the second position. Same logic we have applied here. If a number exceeds the first value, the first will take the new value and the older value of first will automatically go to the second one. Now when we will go to 1 doesn't exceeds the first, so leave it. Then say 10th also doesn't exceeds the 35 number, so leave it. Now 34 has a little twist. It doesn't exceed the first, but it exceeds the 12. Now this condition is also valid. Now we'll not touch to the first element, but at second element we'll cut and we'll here write here 34. Now when we go to 1, it will not happen to anything. Now this is our code and we'll return s. Now ignoring all the steps, we only have to return 34 number. We don't have to take first, but to make our work easy, we have to take the first element also. This is very easy. Now this is very optimal because the time complexity is only O of n, and my space complexity is only O of 0, which is the most optimal solution you will ever get. Now this optimal solution, if you tell to your interviewer, he would definitely be very happy with your explanation. Just try to explain it in a very deeper way and very nice presented way. Now we'll see the code. Now this is our code. So what happens, this is our function with an array and n. So what I told you, we have to take two elements. For the one is high and second one is second. So make high as array of 0 and second as initially assigned it to minus 1. Now we'll traverse an array from 0 to n. when we are traversing, we will first check that if my ith index exceed high. If it exceeds high, what you will do, you will first take the highest element into the second one, and what you will do, the height element you will assign the value of ARR 0. If you interchange these two lines, your whole answer will get changed. So make sure first you will assign second variable the value of high, then you will assign the high the value of ARR of high. Now the two base cases we have discussed. The first base case was if ARR of I is less than your height value, but your ARRI is greater than your second value, then what you will do, you will just make second element is ARR of I. Now what happens if ARR of I is equal to high or is equal to second? Just continue, don't do anything, and return the second. Now I'll run this code. This is very easy code, there is nothing fancy in it, just you have to give the optimal solution. Now our compilation is correct. Now we'll go for the submission part, and all test cases are passed. We have got the 100% accuracy, and we have got a nice solution, most optimal one. So thank you guys for this for staying tuned. I hope you have subscribed to my channel. If not, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon such that whatever videos I uploaded comes to your feed. And please share it with your friends also who is preparing for DSA rounds. I'll give you all the interview tips. Soon I am starting the DBMS and DevOps series with written notes, and I am soon launching my website also. So stay tuned. We are learning very fastly, and we'll grow also very fastly. Thank you.